Welcome to HSI Consulting. This is my first channel provided in English language. I'm going to be talking about Indonesian tax and investment. So stay tuned with us. I'm going to be talking roughly about Indonesian tax. So Indonesian tax, as probably you already find out, is pretty much like any other jurisdiction. We have income tax and we have VAT and several other taxes, but only so much so when you are applicable to be exposed to that kind of tax. But let's talk about VAT and income tax. So like anywhere else in other jurisdiction, if you earn some money, you're going to be taxed on your income. But when you spend your money in Indonesia, you're going to be subject to VAT. Our VAT position now is at 11%, but probably will be escalated to maximize up to 12%. So income tax in Indonesia is divided into the type of the entity that you are dealing with it. So corporate tax is subject to headline tax of 22%, thanks to the lower tax provided by the new income tax law. 22% can also be subject to further deduction or further discount, subject to certain types of business and to certain scale of business, such as that for initial stage of business where your income or your sales turnover doesn't exceed certain amount, maximum discount is up to 50% from the headline tax rate. There's a lot of deductions provided by the government and a lot of tax incentives such as tax holiday and including the investment allowance that scale up to 30% of your investment that can serve as deductible allowance. Talking about income tax or for the personal level, the tax is subject on a progressive rate starting from 5% all the way up to 35%. But this new level of 35% is only introduced recently for the very high level of income, which is amount of Indonesian rupiah of 5 billion of annual net income. This 5 million might equals to you to some 500,000 of Australian dollar, which is at the level where it's very high. But for those of you who are also an investor or a business owner who keen to invest and stay in Indonesia, you can play around between exposing yourself either in more to the corporate tax, which is only 22% with subject to a lot of deduction, or more being exposed to corporate individual tax, which has a layer starting even lower, 5%, all the way up to 35%. There are 4 rates from 5, 15%, 25%, 30% and 35%. Certainly anything that above 25% or 22% will be discouraged. It means that when you have a business in Indonesia, you will like to take your own salary from your business. you probably thinking about taking less of your salary and take more from the dividends that you earn from your business. Why? Because after being taxed at a corporate level, the dividend being sent to the shareholders, where you as the position of shareholders will be subject to almost 0%. I would technically say it's 0% subject to terms and conditions that you can fulfill easily. So that's about the arrangement of your income tax for those who are in business here. For you who come to Indonesia for certain reasons, such as to work in a company in Indonesia, there are certain types of professions that you can enjoy a special arrangement. This special arrangement gives you an exclusion yourself from having any income, any of your hometown income or your overseas income being taxed in Indonesia. Such exclusion will hold for up to 4 years, where you only be subject to income or your salary earned from Indonesian source. So that's pretty much about the income tax. I'll give you this at the very global and wide information, but more in-depth information can also be provided during our next session, depending on what kind of subjects or what kind of details question probably you can raise. You put it down in our comments down below in our podcast here, and I'll try my best to explain it or probably produce another session just to talk about that. And I would like to also to convey you some of the newest things that happens in our income tax regulations. One of the interesting things is for you guys who invest also in cryptocurrency, where the cryptocurrency in Indonesia is now being regulated by the government. Thanks to our Indonesian government, who are aware of the development of the cryptocurrency. Although that we don't, in our government, we don't think or take the cryptocurrency as a currency or as a recognized currency, we do recognize crypto as an asset. It means that when it is an asset, it is regulated under Indonesian commodity regulators, such as like those who are commodity like golds or metals or other mining assets. So cryptocurrency is subject to starting from 0.21%, I repeat, 0.21% for the transaction of buying or selling of your crypto assets in Indonesia. And that is the lowest, among the lowest, if I'm not say the lowest, of tax rate applicable in compared to other jurisdictions. And if you are interested in investing in cryptocurrency in Indonesia, probably also do the mining of the cryptocurrencies, investing either in Bitcoins, Ethereums, Binance Coin, or whatever currency that you are interested in. Do come to Indonesia and invest. Indonesia, buy it from Indonesian crypto exchanger. Then you can enjoy the very privileged lower income tax and VAT price. And the rate that I mentioned is already included all taxes. So that's it for current moment. So that's it for the moment. I'm going to give more information based on what kind of question you have or what kind of upcoming topics that is revealed by our government, by our business interest. Do comments about my channel below, and we'll see you again very soon. Bye.